Good evening, Miss. Me, Kuhanis Ganesan, metric number 251262. This is our group project. We're going to present about drying machine. We're going to implement drying machine in UM. Okay. There are many problems students face during their university life. In University of Utara Malaysia, most of the students do not have car, and some of the students do not have money to go to the laundry service and to wash their clothes. In UM, sometimes during rainy season, students find it hard to wash their clothes and dry their clothes. In UM, there is only drying machine in Varsity Mall and BSN Cafe. Students that are far from those places find it hard to dry their clothes during rainy season. It can be a major problem for students because they need to walk and bring their clothes to those places. In University of Southern Malaysia, hostel does not provide drying machine for students, and I think students find it hard to dry their clothes. If drying machine is provided in selected area of our hostel, student may dry their clothes on time, and it will be easy for the student to dry their clothes. Some students are athletes and they need to wash their clothes daily because of their vigorous activity they do. So if there is rainy season, they find it hard to dry their clothes. The problem give UM a hard time, UM students a hard time in washing their clothes on time. I think we think authorities of University Utara Malaysia should take an action towards this problem statement. I would call our next presenter, which is Muhammad Iskandar.
Okay, thank you to Kohanesh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. I am Muhammad Iskandar Zulkarnain bin Uthman. Number matrix 273427. Okay, I would like to continue with my part, which is recommended solution. Okay, as we know, our UUM already combined two residential hall to become in one organization, which is we can know that from 16 residential hall and turns to 8 residential hall by placing and our recommended solution is by placing a drying machine to every 2 inasis, which is from 2 inasis can have one places to put a drying machine. Okay, by playing a drying machine at every residential hall, student can save their time and do not need to go to a far place, which is Varsity Mall and BSN Cafe to dry their clothes. Yes, we know especially where the student where their inasis is far from Varsity Mall and BSN Cafe, such as MAS, TNB, even from Yayasan Al-Bukhari and Muamalat. Okay, of course, but it can also prevent the student from making a long line for waiting their turn to dry their clothes. This solution also can save their money actually. Of course, we know when we are waiting for our turn to dry our clothes, we need maybe we will go to Mats in the Varsity Mall to buy maybe some drinks or something to eat before we waiting for our clothes to dry or waiting for our turn to use the drying machine. Okay, when the place that put the drying machine is close to our residential hall, maybe we can prevent this thing to happen by when we are waiting for our turn or our clothes to dry, we can go back to our room and wait for our turn or wait for our clothes to dry. Furthermore, as we know in our new norm, we need to keep a distance from others and also prevent from enter in a crowded area. Okay, by using this suggestion also we can prevent this thing from happen, and we can keep ourselves safe from COVID-19. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Good evening, Miss. My name is Kurnia Muhammad Rizky Afrizal. My metric number is 268843. Here I will analyze the concept on why UUM should buy and place a dryer machine in every dormitory. As you all know that students in UUM, not all their dorms is close to the varsity mall or BSN cafe. By not getting their dorms close to the varsity mall or BSN laundry cafe, it's such a hassle for them to dry their clothes after they wash it. If only UUM can manage to buy drying machine for each dorm for their students to dry their clothes after they wash it, there will be more benefits to their students' performance. Why? Because there are many advantages not only for the students but also for UUM. Here are some advantages that UUM and their students will get if UUM manage to buy the drying machine for each dormitories. The first one is students can dry any time of the day. With this benefit, students don't have to worry about going in nights to wash and dry their clothes and go to the varsity mall or Basin laundry cafe, because it can be quite scary to go in middle of the night to get down our laundry. And the second benefit is student will always be wearing fragrant set of clothes. Because the drying machine is tend to be so far from students' dorm, sometimes if we ride a bus to go to our class, there are one or two people or maybe even more students that are wearing the clothes they wear yesterday or even 2 until 3 days ago. With this issue, sometimes it can cause a discomfort for others that in the bus ride because of their smell. Not only in bus, but sometimes we can smell smelly clothes in class too. This issues happens because students tend to be lazy to do their laundry because the laundry place that have drying machine was too far from their dorm. So if you am by drying machine for each dorm, it will make their students be more diligent in doing their laundry. The third issue is save laundry time and efforts. By saving laundry time, students can always do their chores or even do their homework more, because there are many issues that students cannot make their task or homework in time due to their laundry. It's because the laundry that have drying machine is far from their dorm. It will take some time for them to do their laundry. Imagine if there are laundry cafe that have drying machine in each dorm, it can save many of students' time so they can be more effective in managing their time and course. The fourth benefit is it was great for rainy seasons. It was such a problem for us students to do our laundry in rainy seasons because we have to bring our clothes to an open area that is exposed to the rain. So if you manage to buy a drying machine for each dormitory, we as a students don't have to worry about that. And the last benefit is for the UUM. UUM can make business and money out of it. We as students, that drawing machine can be quite expensive to buy and maintain. So that is why if UUM can make the laundry cafe with reasonable price and affordable price for the students, it will surely make a booming business, because in UUM only small minorities that are still wash and dry their clothes manually. That is why this is also profitable business for UUM to take. That is all for me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Anis Shazwan bin Suhamaji. My metric number 248141. So the next one is I will talk about description of product. So I have list 3 type of dryer machine. The first one is vented dryer. The second one is condenser dryer. The third one is condenser dryer with heat pump. So I will explain the function of each dryer. So for the first one is vented dryer. Vented dryer function is the warm and damp air extract from your clothes. during the drying process need to be expelled through an open window or space or through a vent or ducted hose. So vented dryer are affordable and effective but tend to be noisy and energy consuming. The next one is condenser dryer. The warm and damp air goes through condensation, whereby the extracted moisture is stored in a tank, and while the air is reheated to dry the clothes, and as there is no need to release air out of the dryer, the condenser dryer can work in a windowless room. However, clothes take a longer time to dry and water tank need to be emptied. So the third one is condenser dryer with heat pump. The warm and damp air is converted into cool and dry air. This is then reheated before it enter the drum again. This dryer is also suitable for windowless room. The closed circuit, which allow the recycling of air, also allow energy saving about 50%. So the price range for three type of drying machine is start from 759 to 2000. So for our analysis, I think more suitable with condenser dryer with heat pump, because this can also allows energy saving about 50%. So I think condenser dryer with heat pump is the best for our analysis. So that's all from me. I will pass to Kuhen.
Okay, I will continue with the conclusion. Okay, in conclusion, having driving machine does bring benefits and can prevent students from taking a long walk, which long walk could be dangerous for all the students. As we know, some students do laundry at night time, and it could be dangerous for all the students to travel alone, to walk alone to the laundry service, which is in VMAT and BSN. By having a drying machine, we can avoid this to happen, and we can prevent all the good stuff to happen. Okay, next, we can save time and assure their safety. Okay, by having a driving machine, we can save our time. We can save what assure their safety, because students don't need to walk for a long period of time, and they just need to walk to the respective service, which is they're gonna be a drying machine in their hostel. Okay, students next do not need to worry to about the weather forecast, because they have the drying machine in their inasis. Students in UM do not have to worry about their college life, and having a dryer will lessen their burden. As our friends just now told that it will prevent uncomfort for other people, because some people does not wash their clothes for 2 days or more because of the bad weather, and they don't have drying machine in the inasis. Next, drying machine should be placed in proper place, so that machine will not be broken and it will last for a longer period of time. Location of the machine is important, because drying machine is quite expensive and costly. Drying machine should be operating for 24 hours, because it might help the other students that do not get their laundry on time. Finally, we are hoping this idea of drying machine in some places in UM will be accepted by the higher authorities. This report is to recommend for a drying machine for students in UM that are suffering from drying their clothes because of the bad weather at times. Okay, this is all from us. Thank you so much, Miss. That's all.